Yeah.
Hey yo, man, it's your time. And fuck poverty. Get this money, man. What the fuck you gotta do, you know what I'm saying?
I can tell you're mad at me.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Phil Leroy the Judgmental Podcast.
What's up, everybody? This Phil here.
And I'm Leroy. So what's going on, Phil, on the last weekend of summer?
Is that what this is?
Yes.
Oh, see, I don't even keep up with stuff like that. Just a laid back, chill Sunday, not much. What's up with you?
Same, just waiting for football. Hell, every Sunday, when it's Sunday during NFL season, there's always a lazy Sunday. Because all the shit I need to do, I always try to do it on Saturday and Sunday morning. So I don't have to do anything for the rest of the day.
And see, I hate the Monday night or the late games. I like to see the games at 1 or 4 on Sunday.
Yes, because I ain't gonna make it. Like you said, those Sunday night games, those Thursday night games, and Monday night game, I ain't gonna make it. Like I tell you about how UFC, I always like prop myself in the bed so I won't fall asleep.
Well, see, I can't even do that. Like last night, I watched the fight, but I had to stay downstairs to watch the fight, so I don't go upstairs and pass out.
That was a shit fight too.
Yeah, because fucking Triple G didn't want to fight.
Yep.
And then try to make it look like he trying at the end. No, the first 6 rounds you ain't do shit.
Yep. See, I thought that Canelo was gonna knock him out in the later rounds.
He was trying.
Mm-hmm. Well, look, before the start of the podcast, we have to talk about PNB Rock. PNB Rock, 30 years old, Rakim Island, lost his life after being shot in a South LA Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles. So now, Phil, they say that the girlfriend had put the location in. Then they say that he put the location in, put his location of where he was at the time. Mm-hmm. So, what is your thoughts on this? Because it's a whole lot that
it's a lot
exactly.
Going on right now. But I think he just said he was at Roscoe's, but I think she put the actual location.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's more because I was watching the video the other day. A guy posted online like text messages between the girl, and she was like, it wasn't supposed to go that far. Well, here they saying like her ex-boyfriend is like a chain snatching thug ass dude, and she went through his texts and saw that he was breaking up with her, so she called the ex. Now I don't know if he had something to do with it or what, you know what I mean? But there's another video online where he's arguing with a dude from LA.
Yeah, with that put on the glasses, the big dude. Yeah.
And he's saying, they looking for him. So why would you go there if people are all looking for you and shit? And He in the hood. I'm pretty sure you can find a Roscoe's in an upscale neighborhood, can't you?
Well, they said that was a bad area, or that Roscoe's is in a bad active
it's like
area.
South Central or something, right where the gangs and shit is at.
It's
right where they looking for you at.
In Englewood. And they say farther up or farther down, I don't know what you call it. In Englewood, there's another Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles that's by the airport. They say that's the one that everyone goes to. You know, like the locals and the people that's getting off the plane, like, hey, I want to go to Roscoe's. Right. They'll go there, to get something to eat. Now, my thing is, I looked on the Roscoe's website and I saw the menu. Mm-hmm. That shit is not even worth even posting online where you at. It's the same shit they got at every other restaurant. Why would you need to post where you eating? Like you're posting that you eating grits at Roscoe's. I don't get it.
And then I saw where this other guy was saying like none of the rappers wear money, jewelry and stuff like that when they go down there. But here he's from out of town. He got pockets full of cash and all his jewelry hanging off his neck. Anybody could have got him.
Well, that's the thing. What Philip just said, gentlemen out here. When you just think of it, when you play sports, there's a home team and there's a away team. When you home, you do stuff totally different than when you away. When you in somebody else's town, you don't walk around like that. Matter of fact, PNB know better than to walk around like that around here. Now, certain parts, you can do stuff like that, but especially around there where you don't really know anything and don't know anybody. Come on, you got to treat it as the away team. You can't be walking around like that. Like shit ain't sweet. I guess people get confused at LA because they see like when they say the hood, you always see how I got those nice houses and trees and all that. It's not like us because you can when you drive down the street, if you in New York or the Bronx, or you in North Philly, something like that, you can look and say, "Oh shit, this ain't really a good area." You can automatically spot it. But it seems like down there you can.
Well, you heard what Steven Jackson said. When you go to places like that and you got money, you're supposed to check in with somebody to let you
I don't
know,
believe
hey,
that.
I'm in.
I don't
Huh?
believe that check-in shit because that
No, no,
check-in
no.
shit sound like
Well,
extortion.
I don't mean check in with like a gang or something. I'm talking about just letting somebody know that that's from that town that you know, so y'all can link up like that.
Right.
Not call it, not the sucker shit you talking about where you call a gang and say, hey, I'm coming in town or whatever. Is everything gonna be all right? Or here go a couple dollars. Don't fuck with me or whatever. I ain't talking about that shit. I'm just mean call somebody that you know in that town so you'll have somebody with you.
Right. Now, did you see the PNB Rock interview with DJ Academics, the clips that they was been playing online?
No.
Well, he said that he almost got into it before down there, and he got into it in the store or whatever. So he told the girl, this same girl, that I'm about to get into it. Let's leave. So he didn't believe her. So she's like, oh, I want to go to in this store, and pulled over to go into the store. And the same dudes like kind of like trapped them in,
Mm-hmm.
and they had like a conversation. He didn't get robbed or anything. Well, my thing is, what kind of woman are you? If the dude tell you like, look, let's get out of here because I'm about to get into it with such and such, why you just didn't leave?
Well, shit, if her ex is a gang banging chain snatcher, why would you want to mess with her?
Well, hey, look, that's a whole nother other thing you gonna open up there. That's just how we do. I don't know. I don't see anything attractive about that one. You would think that he would want someone that's what would you say, established, would you say? I mean, he's 30 years old. It ain't like he's 20, 19 or 20.
She don't got to be established. She just don't
No,
got
no,
to be.
I mean established, like, like have something. You know what I mean? I don't know
Well,
what to call it.
well, if he's 30, he's still looking for a young girl. So it's gonna be hard to find a young girl that's like established, like you say. You know what I mean?
Established, like what I mean about what TK Kirkland say about the college women graduating every
Well,
year.
well,
That
they ain't
kind of established.
established.
No, I'm talking about established. I mean, they ain't in the street.
Oh,
That's what I
okay. Yeah,
mean.
well, that's the wrong word. You shouldn't say established.
Yeah. Well, rest in peace, PNB. I'm not really I couldn't name two PNB songs he sing. He's got that sing songy rapping style. That ain't my thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's for the younger folks. So I ain't into that sing songy rap stuff. What about you?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so rest in peace. So let's go to our viral videos of the week. This one is sent to me by Maisha. Now here's Derek Jackson. Derek Jackson is one of them relationship dudes that be online. He kind of got I say he kind of went viral maybe like a year or so ago when his wife had caught him cheating or some shit, and he had did that video with him and his wife sitting there. You seen it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So here's Derek Jackson's. I think that's how you pronounce it. Jaxn. So I'm assuming it's Jackson. Here's his video of saying that men are unrealistic expectations when it comes to dating women. Here's the video. Well, here's the audio for everyone out there.
And that's what trips me out. It's like we say women got the unrealistic expectations, and some of them do, but ain't nobody got more unicorn, fairy tale, Dora the Explorer expectations of the opposite sex than us, men. Again, some women do expect a man to be 6 feet tall and make six figures and have a six-pack abs, and that's unrealistic for most men. But I know like 10 dudes already that fit into that category. All you got to do is have a good job and some good genetics, and you're straight. But look at us. Like, what do we expect of a woman? She got to be a virgin, but she got to be a freak. She got to pay half the bills, but she got to do 100% of the cleaning, the cooking, the child raising. She got to
let it be known, gentlemen, that Mr. Jackson is in a doghouse, so he has to do shit like this. So he's in a doghouse. I ain't never heard no man say they want a woman that's a virgin.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And the cooking thing, and the cooking thing, I've never said that. Oh yeah, I just want a woman that just cook for me all the time. I can cook myself. So if the woman cooks, that's icing on the cake. But I ain't never said anything about, hey man, no man, she I just want me a woman that could just sit there and cook me and give me a good meal every day.
Well, that's not for me. That's not the only thing, but that it is mandatory.
Well, then you like Derrick Jackson, then.
No, I'm not. Nothing like that. Because my wife cooks.
Go ahead. Oh, I thought you had to say more to say.
No, I was just gonna say nothing like that because what he's saying is different. I'm just saying that was one of my things when I'm looking for someone to be my wife, someone that know how to cook. Because a lot of girls don't know how to cook today.
Yeah, you want your wife there to cook. That's mandatory. But do you have to have a first meal every day?
No.
Okay, that's the point he's trying to make. That's what I'm saying.
No,
like, that's icing on the cake.
Well, you said she don't have to, and if she do,
no, I didn't say she had to cook. I didn't say she didn't. She didn't have. That's like I said. I can cook myself. That ain't. But if the woman can cook and she cleans all the time, then that's a plus in her direction.
Be exhausted from all of that, all the cooking and washing and cleaning and all that good stuff.
And then this half of the bill stuff thing. Where do you live for free? See, you would think that someone with sense will say like, well, look, here's 300, or well, look, just give me the cable bill. I'll just pay the cable bill. Like, where do you live for free? So you supposed to sit down like some princess in a big castle and not pay for anything?
I think if you have a stay-at-home wife, then she shouldn't have to pay the bills.
That's different.
But then she's taking on what he's talking about.
Right.
But if you and your wife both work, then y'all both pay the bills and y'all both help out around the house like that.
And still be horny enough to meet our sexual needs and get a good night's rest, but also wake up in the middle of the night in case we want some head and a turkey sandwich. That ain't it.
So at 1:00 at night, you wake your woman up for a blowjob and she gets up and make you a sandwich?
He's full of shit.
Like I said, gentlemen, he's in the birdhouse. He's in the doghouse. His wife didn't caught him cheating, so he got to do this shit like this to be on a woman's side, to kick for women. So he don't believe this shit. So I'm gonna wake my wife up at 1:00, get a blowjob, and say, "Hey, why don't you go downstairs and make me a sandwich?"
Also, got to give birth to all our babies because we got to have that legacy. But then she can't have no stretch marks, and she got to lose that baby weight in 30 days or less.
You get stretch marks. The baby weight, 30 days or less. That's too. This guy's an idiot. But if a woman gets stretch marks, she gets stretch marks. What the hell I'm gonna do with that?
And then she got to do it while fighting postpartum depression by herself, because we're gonna tell her she having an attitude or something like that, because all we thinking about is we ain't got no vagina in the last 6 weeks that she got to take to heal. That ain't it. Then she can get older, but she can't look older. Otherwise, we're going to say that she's falling off. Like, the list goes on, but just tell me something. How many women do you know that fit into that category? None. So who really got the unrealistic expectations?
Yeah, brothers, don't listen to him because he's just trying to kick for women. Like, I can go into this. We could spend the whole episode just talking about this shit and this
he's a
90-second clip.
His wife put him up to it.
Yeah. You got to lose baby weight. What man ever told a woman like, hey, you got to lose that baby weight in 90 days? Like, come on now. Oh, no, you got a stretch mark. I can't deal with that. What man is going to kick a woman out of bed when it's time for you to start having sex and you taking all those clothes off and you look and see she got stretch marks? Oh, no, I can't sleep with you with stretch marks. What type of shit is that? Well, next viral video of the week. We got a dad. I don't know where this is from. So a dad tried to bring his new family to his son's birthday party. Here's the clip.
Here. Dude, she want to see her brother. Like, you need to let her go up and see her brother. It's his birthday. So you're not gonna let us up? You're not gonna let us up? You're not gonna let us up?
I don't know if, ladies and gentlemen, you can hear the baby mom. But it's a kid crying too, and she's kind of like, he's down the steps and she's up the steps, so it's kind of hard to hear her pick up on a microphone. But in other words, he's trying to go up to take his new daughter to his kid's birthday party, and the baby mom is trying to block him. I'm assuming it's the baby mom.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It's what you mean. It's his birthday. It don't matter. So Gina, you gonna be bitter? You're not gonna let him see his sister? You're not gonna let him see her brother? What you mean? It don't matter. Hey, so you're not gonna let him come say nothing to me? Okay, wow.
So she just blocked the kid from coming down the steps to talk.
So you're not gonna let
to
him
talk to his father.
What's up? You gonna be paid like that? She knew you. You might see, Gina. You really mad that I'm with her. That's why you really mad. That shit was years ago.
And the damn kid looked like he about what, Phil? Like 10, 11?
Mm-hmm.
And he has a baby with him. The baby looks like what? 1, maybe 2?
2, yeah. Maybe 2.
And they're a big ass kid. She won't let him. I swear, man.
But they are. Listen, Gina. They are brothers and sisters. This is a birthday party. Thank you. Can you? Shell, can you tell her? Because she being petty. She's not trying to let us up here because she really mad that I brought my girl. Like, that don't even matter. Look, she want to see her brother though. It don't matter. You on some bull. Dude, this is a kid's birthday party. This is a kid's party.
See, this is why I say how most of this shit is fake. Because I'm like, look, I'm not having no 3-minute conversation about this. Okay, she blocking him from going to the party. I'd be like, well, all right, yo, I'll just text you later because the kid is 10. I mean, they can conversate on a text message or call each other.
Well, I don't think he should abort the kid.
Why?
Because if him and the kid is not connected to them, so if him and that lady is going through something right now and they not on good terms,
the kid is his half sibling.
Okay, well he can get the kid and they can go to Chuck E. Cheese or something with all of his new kid and the kid that he shared with her.
Right.
But I wouldn't have brought my new kid over there.
Now, the kid is fine. Now, when it comes to me, it's the new woman. Like, why is she there?
Supporting her kid and her
No, she can see the kid. When the kid come over to the house, she can say, "Hey, happy birthday," give him a birthday hug or whatever. She don't need to be there. Why does she have to be there? See, that's the problem. Because if he came with the kid, she wouldn't have said nothing. But see, the woman is there with him. That's right. What's pissing her off.
So if it's okay for him to come without the other girl, that means she probably still like him. And now she's mad that he brought his girlfriend there. How about you just don't bring the kid or your girlfriend? And you go pick the kid up and then you take him to Chuck E. Cheese or something so he'll have 2 birthdays.
I'm not leaving nowhere. What? No, we're not doing that.
So she said put the baby down. Does she want to fight?
No, I think she's going to let the kid come up, but she don't want them 2 there.
Okay.
So you're not going to let her come? Listen, Gina, listen. Hold on.
He's begging to take this kid to this damn party. Like, stop.
Listen, they are brothers and sisters. You need to get over that. You need to get over that. We want to come up. I'm putting it on the internet.
You want to see his child?
No, she don't have to go in the car. We bought gifts. We bought 2. We want.
He can get the gifts when you see him, when he come over the house the weekend or whatever. Whenever next time you see him, you can say, "Well, here's your Nintendo Switch game or some shit." I don't know what the kid like. Do little kids like? Do a 10-year-old boy still play with toys? They don't play with toys now, do they?
I think so.
Okay. See, I would think most of the kids would just ask for like video games or an iPhone or some shit.
Come up. This is his little sister. Why can't he come up? It's a birthday party. It's his birthday. I'm supposed to be here. His sibling. What you mean? Why he want to come? What do you mean?
How about none of y'all? Bye.
We're not going nowhere.
See, that's what I'm saying. How about all y'all just leave? She's throwing a party for the kids, and she don't want no trouble there. If her and the dude is trouble just being in the same area together, then bounce. Don't even go there.
Mm-hmm.
Pick your kid up next weekend or whatever, and take your kid out with the other kid, and have a good birthday party then.
You bitter. You need to get it together.
Can you tell her it's over? How long has it been? Years. It's been years. So why can't he come up? Why can't she come up? What did she got to do with it? So you're not gonna let her come to the party? You're not gonna let her come to the party?
It's not too chilly.
Shell, can you talk to her? Shell, can you talk to her? Gina, why is you so mad? Gina, why is you so mad?
My man in the chair, like,
Gina,
leave
why is
me
you
out
so
of that
mad?
shit.
Yep.
Why is you so mad?
I'm scared either.
That's okay, Mike. I'm putting this on the internet. Come on.
Oh, you put it on the internet. What's that supposed to do?
I guess he's trying to embarrass her.
Okay.
I think they both wrong. But I think he's probably more wrong.
It's okay. That's okay. See, look, she crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's okay, baby. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
And they're like, it's okay, baby. Like, what does she know?
Exactly. Take that little kid to Chuck E. Cheese and she had the best time of her life.
I don't know why the new woman is there, but I can see him bringing the kid is his half sibling.
Is that his wife?
I don't know.
Because if that's his wife, you bring your wife when you go places.
You don't have to bring her to your baby mom's house birthday party. No, she can stay home.
You want. I'll bring his wife everywhere.
No, but he doesn't bring her to if he had a baby mom's birthday party for the kid at her house. At her house. Now, if they had a party, like you said, at Chuck E. Cheese or that trampoline place, they had something like that, and the new woman showed up. That's cool, but it's at her house. So no, I wouldn't have brought her there. I say, look, you stay home, and my man don't even have to stay there all day. All he got to do is say, here's your gift, give it dude a pound, get some cake, play some games a little bit, and leave. He don't have to stay because that's her house.
Like I said, if y'all going through something right now, you shouldn't be there. Your kids shouldn't be there, or your wife or your girlfriend shouldn't be there. Pick the kid up on your day and have a good time.
No, my man is trying to be cheap. He trying to go to her birthday party, so he don't have to do nothing for. So our next video of the week is we have a man complains to his wife of why he can't get a home cooked meal after working 12 hours. I think it's 12 hours. Here we go.
So you mean to tell me I just pulled a 13-hour shift?
13, I'm sorry.
And I ain't got no food to come home to? Huh?
Why you didn't get something on your way home? Why you always recording for your raggedy cousin?
Look, I just pulled a 13-hour shift. You being my wife, I pay all the bills in here.
All the dishes clean, your clothes clean.
See, well, she did 2 of the 3 things that Jackson talked about. She ain't cook, but she clean.
I think she did cook. Because she said that the kids are well fed. So I think she cooked. She just ain't make him nothing.
Why? What?
You don't fix me no lunch for my job. You eat. You work from home.
Okay.
I can't come home to a full course meal.
This is leftover that I had from last night.
But I'm saying I can't come home to a full course meal. What we married for? What we married for?
I thought he said, thank goodness for the subtitles, because I thought he said what he mad for. What you mad for?
What we married for.
Yeah, that's that southern lingo. But thank you for the subtitles on bottom of this.
Your mama, I'm your wife. Your dishes clean, your clothes clean, you always got on clean clothes when you go to work, don't you? Can you stop recording me?
I can't come home to a full course meal. Working all these long goddamn hours, I can't come home to a full course meal. Huh? I just knew I was gonna come home and have some food on the goddamn stove. Now you playing.
She's eating pizza, and she said, like
Offer him a
Cassidy
bite.
said, right.
Man, you playing. You
could've got
playing.
something on your way home.
Well, you playing. What the hell we get married for? You been doing it for like 2 or 3 months, man. What is it? I can't get no food when I come to the house. You don't even tell me to have a good day when I leave out the house.
Did you have a good day today?
she said it.
Yeah, man. I'm tired of this shit, man. You over here eating pizza and shit. You ain't called me all goddamn day since I've been at work.
And that pizza must be good too, because she just steady munching on it while he ranting.
Well, I think she used to cook for him because he said you've been acting this way for the last 2-3 months. So before that, she must have been hooking it up.
Mm.
Damn, can't come home to her. I make sure the kids good. They got school clothes, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You good, right? I pay the goddamn car notes, right? But why the man in the house can't eat? Why I can't come on? I bet they ate today.
They did eat today. They eat every day. They sure do. They eat every day. They're supposed to eat every
Because
day.
of who? Why your bank account got money in it? Why your bank account got money in it?
What you mean? Why my bank account got money in it? Why would
Because you able to keep your money from your job. You don't pay no goddamn bill. I pay the car notes, the house notes. Every sport they in, I pay for it. Family trips, I'm paying for it.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Okay. Here we go with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's supposed to be broke and spending money like that, but you holding on to your money. Now, if y'all break up or something happen where you need something and he couldn't afford it, he be all type of broke bastard, say you broke and all that stuff, but after he didn't pay for everything. Okay.
Man, you know what?
Provide and protect. Provide and protect. That's what you're supposed to do.
Why I can't get no food in the house then? Huh? I gotta cook my own goddamn food? You finna make me cook my own goddamn food?
You could have got something on your way home.
You
Yeah,
right.
I'm at home all the time.
Right.
Yeah, I work from home, but I wash the dishes, I clean the clothes, your children clothes, they taken care of. I don't understand why you complaining.
You know what? Keep that motherfucking attitude.
I'm gonna throw since this is NFL football season, I'm gonna throw a yellow flag on this because there's no other way I'm having a 3-minute conversation about this shit. Okay, she ain't cooking. All right, she's sitting there eating the pizza, just standing there. She ain't cooking. So okay, you ain't cooking anything. You don't have anything to eat. No. Well then, all right, I'll be back, and I probably won't come back until around about 10 o'clock that night.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna throw a flag to think this shit is fake. This is just something they want to manufacture so we can all have something to talk about. What is your thoughts?
I think it is fake, but I think this is real situations too.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? And it's like it's fucked up for her to just come out and say that's what you're supposed to do. Well, what are you supposed to do? Because you sitting there grubbing, you said the kids eating, I ain't got nothing to eat. Like you said, his best bet is just walk right out the door, go get him something to eat, come back later.
Well, next viral video of the week. Well, this is viral from like 3 weeks ago. We got the therapist. How you pronounce her name? Shabri Rawls claimed she was fired after stirring up some heated discourse across social media when she took a short video platform pleading with Black men to expand their emotional vocabulary through therapy. Here's the first video of her talking about that. Us slimy men need to talk more better.
Say you need to expand your emotional vocabulary. It's so your life can be easier. Don't you want to be able to communicate with your bitch? I think yes, right? Long gone are the days where you can just shut down. Bitches is not tolerating that. Like, It used to be where men provided financially or with schmeat, and bitches can make their own self come, and we can pay for our own shit. So I'm gonna need y'all to catch up on the emotional part. If a bitch is telling you, I need you to communicate more, open your.
Now, this is a therapist, ladies and gentlemen. She went to school, I don't know how many years to become a therapist. She went to school, and this is how she talks on social media, ladies and gentlemen. She's a therapist.
Fucking mouth. But you know what I realized? And let me back up. Let me back up. A common misconception about me as a clinician is that 90% of my clientele have been men, black men specifically. And what we specifically work on is expanding their emotional vocabulary, because a lot of y'all motherfuckers don't even have the words to express how you're feeling. So when you
So now, I tell you, man, black men get the shit beat out of them every day. So this is another thing I meant to talk about that clip that I showed you about Charleston White, and they were talking about the R. Kelly, and that's black culture. Anton Davis is his name.
Yes.
Uh, they were talking about how that's a part of black culture and all that shit. Since when is being a pedophile and messing around with young girls a part of black people culture, but specifically black men? I swear, black men, there's no type of stereotype that's positive in a black man's direction. Now we are pedophiles and chasing at the young underage girls, and now we don't know how to talk. Now we can't, for some reason, none of us black men know how to talk. But I'm assuming white men or any other person of another race or ethnic background can talk, can have a better emotional vocabulary than a black man. I'm saying to myself, since when did black men yeah, that's just part of black culture? Bullshit. Now we got all that porn about this. I just turned 18, barely legal, and babysitter porn. Who is directing and producing that shit? Sure ain't black men.
Banging their stepmoms and all types of shit.
Exactly, the young dude that's like, oh no, miss, oh no, and babysitter porn, and yeah, I just taught your daughter, tutoring your daughter. Then the father want to come and try to sleep with the babysitter or tutor. Who's producing that?
And you got Epstein Island and all this pedophile shit going on in Hollywood with the big wigs. Come on now.
Who's more proficient at messing around with young girls? Is it R. Kelly? Is it Ray Ray on the corner? Or is it, like you said, Jerry Epstein, who got an island where he's shipping young girls to this island, and they're doing God knows what to these young girls with him and his millionaire billionaire friends?
Well, shit, all you have to do is watch To Catch a Predator. 90% of those cases are white men, Mexican men, or like Middle Eastern Indian type dudes. That's getting caught up in that shit.
Exactly. Now, did you see? Have you watched House of the Dragons yet?
No, I put the first episode, but I stopped it. I didn't get back to it.
Okay, the damn show is full of pedophilia.
Oh, it was a lot of that shit going on back in the day.
And my mom had called me. She know I look at it. And my mom had called me and said that there was some controversy because there's a brother that's a Targaryen. Targaryens are the one, ladies and gentlemen, are the ones that have white hair. It's a brother that's a Targaryen, and people were mad on social media that they made him a black man. I said, is that the only thing they have to talk about?
Yep.
Is that because he's black? First of all, it's all that cousins sleeping with each other, uncles trying to bang his niece, and all that young girls, old men messing around with young girls going on. Then you have the dragon is, they're related to the dragons, right?
Right. So that's why the white hairs, they're supposed to have dragon blood. So that's like their family. You talking about like that?
No, they back in the day, they spliced the DNA with a dragon egg, and a dragon hatched in some kind of way, doing a DNA mixture. The dragons are related to them. That's why the dragons don't attack them, and they can speak their Targaryen language to the dragon. The dragon will like understand because they're like related to each other. But all that shit going on, he broke it down in the first episode. I kind of gave it away, sorry, but they want to talk about they just want to talk about that they are upset because they gave that role to a black man and all that shit going on in there. That's ridiculous.
Expand your vocabulary and knowledge of what you are experiencing, because y'all are human beings who experience feelings and emotions and don't have to choke that shit down no more. Y'all ain't had to choke that shit down since 2016. Anyway, if y'all are not in therapy, expanding your emotional vocabulary, your life just off top is going to be more difficult. When you expand your emotional vocabulary, you expand your awareness of yourself. When you expand your emotional vocabulary, you understand how you can navigate in this bitch. This fucking weird ass world that is so hard on y'all. Like, let's acknowledge that the world is very difficult for y'all, but y'all are not making it any easier, bro.
Yeah, you the part making it difficult too.
What she need to do is expand and clean that room. Why does she got clothes everywhere? And I'm looking at these 2 drawers that's open with clothes hanging out of them, a big pile of clothes behind her. Why would you post a video with all that crazy shit going on in the background?
And she also can expand by putting on a bra or some athletic apparatus for them tits hanging down like that.
You're not. When bitches are telling y'all to go to therapy, it's not for us. It's for y'all sad motherfuckers. Go to therapy. Talk about that shit that's on your chest. You don't have to choke that shit down no more. Y'all are doing a disservice to yourself. And so let me sum this shit up. Y'all told bitches to elevate our standards, and at the cost of us elevating y'all standards, y'all got axed because y'all didn't elevate either. Bitches are not tolerating emotional.
Any man you know told a woman to elevate her.
This girl's retarded.
Hey, she's a therapist. Don't say that.
Yeah, okay. You're giving them things out like fucking welfare cheese.
Like, step it up. Go talk to somebody. Go expand your emotional vocabulary so your life can be better, bitch. All right. Go in peace.
Now, she just slapped her ass. This is a therapist now. She just slapped her ass to end her rant. Now she comes back and saying that the quote unquote black man got her fired. I don't know what black man is going to call and get this woman fired. No, it's the white people that you work for saw all that shit on the internet. You act like a complete ass and got rid of you. Well, and damn, look at all them clothes laying down on the ground, on the floor like this.
That's what I said. Now, if I was her boss, white or black, I would have fired her, because you can't have somebody representing your company doing this shit online and talking like this. You know what I mean? And so, she said the black men got her fired, but they said it was 2 females that put out articles about her.
Right. No black guy cares about what you said, ma'am. So here's her video saying that the black men got her fired.
Well, hello. It's your friendly neighborhood therapist who thought she could save these.
And your friendly neighborhood therapist cleaned that room up too. So she said, "The hell with you, fool."
No, she listened to me.
But got her job terminated as a result. Story time? I think yes. Shit you not, I posted a video on Monday telling men that their dusty behavior is only harming them and that they would benefit from emotional intelligence. And
I mean, I get what she's trying to say, but she doesn't know how to speak.
Well, that's what it is. The way she spoke is what got her in trouble, not the message she was trying to put across.
Right.
Shit, a lot of people need therapy. No big deal about that.
Exactly.
But the way she's calling people names and cursing and smacking her ass and all that shit.
Right. And then that the black man with emotional behavior. God damn, man. Black man, we don't win for shit. The only thing we win at is sports. we barely even won at that because shit. Tom Brady damn 45 years old. McNabb got out the league when he was like 35. I don't know what age McNabb was, but
same age as most quarterbacks that get out the league.
And shit, here's a award-winning quarterback went to another team, and they wouldn't even let him choose the plays that he wanted. That's why he looked like shit in Washington.
You not, by Friday, didn't have employment. All of this started with a Psychology Today article stating that men are lonelier than ever because they have no fucking emotional skill.
Now, is it men or black men? Because you specifically targeted black men, ma'am.
And I agreed and doubled down and told y'all that y'all lives would radically improve if you expanded the shit that came out your mouth. But instead of healing, y'all will do anything but that. Instead of being accountable, like, hey, this bitch see me, and stirred a little bit, y'all got so hurt that you contacted massa. That's exactly what happened.
No, it ain't what happened. Ain't
You
no
want
black
massa when he
man.
was signing them checks for you.
And there's no black man going to call and say, hey, look, you see your therapist online? No black man's going to do that, ma'am. We got other shit to do than complaining, calling and complaining about what you done said online to the people that employed you.
So first the post goes viral on Twitter because y'all need fucking help. And y'all wanted to argue with bitches blue till they fucking blue in the face. Some of you hoes is not going to be saved. And that's the conclusion that I've come to. So because this shit's gone viral, I'm thinking, okay, cool. We starting a discussion on mental health, and people are, you might not like my fucking delivery, but motherfuckers is starting to talk, you know?
And then Project Pack tell you that women don't want to be saved. And then you get it. But she might be too young. She might not know that.
The tables, I don't give a fuck. But then it turns into this entire crusade of attacking a black woman who serves the fucking black community. There were comments like, I'm going to find her credentials and report her because I told y'all to be better. Yeah, y'all are fucking weird.
No man.
Y'all scream that y'all want to protect women, protect black women specifically, but have done nothing to protect this black woman who has been serving the communities. I have been violated in several areas, and I'm going to outline each one.
Uh-oh.
This article was written by a fucking black woman, putting my full government and my place of employment. So being doxxed by a black woman, can't fake, kind of fucking hurts. And she never once reached out to me or contacted me so I could spend my side of the story. This is the article that spooked my fucking job and got me fired.
Well, she just proved my point,
Exactly.
what I just said. It ain't no damn black man that got you fired.
Not only does she not have any regard for my safety, many other articles have been written as a result. Here are a few of them, just to name a few. Black Twitter has words for therapists scolding men to go. Hey guys.
Oh, that was the end of it. That was the end of that video. You know, next video is her crying about her.
Cash.
Yeah. Here you go. Help the sister out, ladies and gentlemen out there.
Guys, firstly, I want to say thank you guys so much for the overwhelming support in all of this. But I want to just like hit a couple points really quick to just like help you guys understand better what's going on. So long story short, I posted some stuff on Monday, was literally fired on Friday, telling people to go to therapy. And a lot of people got upset and attempted to hurt me, but I want you guys to understand that you didn't just hurt me. Yeah, I may have lost my employment, but all of the clients that I've had that I've spent 2, 3, 4, 5 years with establishing therapeutic rapport now no longer have.
Now, if she would have used this tone and she was explaining how we need to go to therapy, black men, please go to therapy, she'd have been fine. But it's just the way you said it. Now, here's the tears, ladies and gentlemen. They coming.
I'm a therapist. The people that I was serving have very severe mental disorders, severe abandonment issues. Some of them don't even have parents. Some of them have just recently come down, and I was helping them process cancer diagnoses. So while you guys did this shit for clicks and views, my clients lost.
But you did it for click and views. So what are you talking about?
A support system. I've worked with these people for years, and now they don't have anyone. I don't know what I would do if my therapist was just axed immediately with no warning. So a lot of you guys who have reported me to my employer, whatever, have done irreparable damage, and I need you to sit with that. The doxing has not stopped. I had to change my phone number because someone, under the guise of wanting to protect me, tried to ambush me in a YouTube live. And it's terrifying. As a woman, getting random text messages, that shit's fucking terrifying. So not only do my boundaries continuously keep being violated, my clients, their treatment has stopped. This comment says, how can we support? I've been putting out mental health content for about 1.5 years and haven't received a fucking dime because your guys' healing is so much more fucking important to me. If you feel like giving, here's my fucking Cash App. But honestly, how you can support is never shutting the fuck up. It's true allyship. True allyship stands up in the face of fucking adversity. If somebody is being sprayed by the fucking water hose, ask yourself on what part of the scenario are you at? Are you the one being attacked? Are you the one being sprayed? Are you the one spraying the person upholding these supremacy ideas? Are you the one standing on the sidewalk lines looking at people get sprayed? Are you the one telling the person to turn the fucking hose off?
What?
That's how y'all can support. This does not just affect me. Think about your choices, guys. This shit's fucking ridiculous. You can support by supporting the unprotected.
All right.
She playing this black 70s victim card.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, she is. Yeah, you gotta learn how to communicate, ma'am. You're a therapist and don't know how to communicate.
She needs to see therapy, just like Tariq said. He did a good piece on her.
Right. So we go on to Muhammad Ali's place of birth, Louisville, Kentucky. We got 29-year-old Devontae King was arrested for threatening elementary school students on a JCPS bus. Here's the report.
Video showing a man on a JCPS bus screaming at students.
WDRB's Dalton Godby walks us through what happened and why parents think that man got on the bus. Dalton?
The video shows the chaos that ensued on this bus from Carter Elementary. Threats of violence had students crying and hoping that they would make it home. There are no easy ways to watch what you see happening in this video.
Touch my daughter again, and I'm gonna flip this whole bus. I'm not playing.
The threats and taunts are terrifying.
You shouldn't have touched me yesterday.
I didn't touch her!
Cries from students. Heartbreaking. This unfolded on a JC.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like my man had did he have a blunt in his hand? I think he had a blunt in his hand.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he had a blunt in his hand, and he's on there cursing out little kids on the bus.
CPS school bus Friday afternoon. The bus was taking Carter Elementary students home when this happened at a stop. JCPS says this man and a girl got on the bus full of students and began yelling and threatening students. Video obtained by WDRB shows the incident went on for minutes.
She's like, no, mama, I can't. It's too much. They trying to jump me. It's somebody, it's me. And, you know, I'm like, what? Where you at? Where you at?
Angel Clay has a 10-year-old daughter who she believes the man was screaming at.
That means she was fucking with that man's daughter.
Yeah, but that still ain't no point for him to do that.
No.
You have to get your mama, your daddy, your uncle, and your
of this man.
He ain't got no blunt.
And this little girl that's in middle
Yes, he did. It was in his hand or.
I ain't see no blunt.
Well, you see, it's all blanked out here.
They showed the same clip again.
No, but it's all blanked out. You can't see. I think I may have it on. Let's keep it playing because I think I may have the clip.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. If you had it, you had it.
Trying to get my baby, and it's not just my baby. She's the target, but it's other kids.
Clay says her daughter has experienced issues with the girl who got on the bus, seen here trying to climb over the seats. Clay says the girl and other family members have approached her daughter numerous times and blames the adults responsible.
Come knock on our door. Go to the school. You handled this poorly, cowardly.
Exactly.
And you put a lot of kids' lives and memories in jeopardy.
Yeah.
JCPS says the bus driver ultimately got.
So my thing is, I assume that's the bus driver that's holding him back, or family friend or whatever, trying to hold him back. Okay, suppose he wasn't there. What was he going to do to this young girl? Was he going to hit the little girl?
He's not doing that. He's just trying to strike fear. Keep your hands on my daughter.
Yeah, but the dude is like holding him back, and he's like trying to.
Yeah, but he's not trying to get past that guy.
Okay.
He's probably one of them. What do you call them? Like bus attendants. You know what I mean? They have like people that just sit on the bus to make sure everything all right.
Right. So he's striking fear in this girl for what?
To tell her to keep her hands off. His kid probably got beat up. So he's
all right. So what's going to happen? Okay, we never think about what's going to happen the next day. So okay, let's just say that attendant that you said wasn't there. Let's just say he jumped up in the girl's face and saying all this stuff in the girl's face. Okay, let's just say this happened on Monday. Now, what you think gonna happen on Tuesday? Like the girl just gonna sit there with her arms folded?
Well, I don't think he know which girl it is, so I think he just addressing the whole school bus. His daughter probably getting off the bus crying every day, saying they was messing with her on the bus. So he's just being overly aggressive, saying like, overly protective, really. But he shouldn't have went out that way. But I don't think he would have done nothing to the girl. And I think by him getting like that, all aggressive and stuff, I think those kids will leave his kid alone.
Got the man and girl off of the bus, but the adults followed and even flashed a gun when it drove off. The district
So
says
he flashed a gun on little kids.
No, he said adults followed him, so he flashed a gun. Who's these adults that's following him?
That's because the ones that the kids was like calling their family saying this dude on the bus cussing us out or whatever.
You get his license plate. You don't follow a fucking nut. You actually
but you got look at who we dealing with, Philip. Here's the other person that's irrational, and you dealing with other people that's irrational. Two irrational people come together. We talk about fear thy neighbor. We talk about fear thy neighbor. When two irrational people come together, that's like them. Like I showed you them clip of them two rams butting heads. It's the same shit.
The driver returned to Carter Elementary.
And I don't think none of that shit is going to put them kids in fear. Like, oh no, we can't touch with her because her father just hollered at me.
I think they will.
Where police and security stepped in.
It's not Carter I'm blaming, but the district, I guess so. I'm very upset.
The district sent this letter home to parents and anticipates filing charges on the man. JCPS is providing counseling at Carter Elementary for students who experience trauma.
Well, hey, look, irrational people.
Dalton Godby, WDRB News.
All right, Dalton, thank you.
Here's the father. He's on here apologizing for his actions.
A father's anger and rage spilled out on board a JCPS bus.
WDRB's Stefan Johnson explains what the father says led to that outburst that's making the rounds on social media. Stefan?
Well, that father was Delvante King. He says he was defending his daughter and doesn't...
Go ahead, Stefan. I'm proud of this news, 2022 and this new generation. They got names like, we have, Jawan and Stefan. Go ahead.
Apologize for that, but he does regret.
You don't have to change your name. You don't have to change your name up and all that stuff. You can just be yourself now.
The way he handled the situation.
Mama, your daddy, your uncle, and
This is the disturbing video making the rounds on social media.
Who's at the yelling and cursing?
That's
the video was
that was the girl. I'm assuming that was the girl that he was talking to, or the ones that got in a situation with the daughter. That's her hollering back at him.
Put it on board at Jefferson County Public School.
Now you don't see that blunt in his hand.
It's something in his hand, but it don't look like it's a blunt.
Only reason I honestly got on the bus to get my daughter off the bus from fighting.
Delvante King admits boarding the school bus and losing his temper, but says the video doesn't tell the whole story.
The reason why I got so frustrated like that is because I know for a fact my child is being picked on.
King says his daughter is in the
That's still no excuse, sir.
4th grade at Carter Elementary School and has been getting bullied.
That's true, but you gonna protect your kid by hollering at other little children?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went on a school bus.
That is not gonna put fear in them kids.
And on Friday, things got physical.
I wanted to physically see if my daughter
put fear in their parents, so what the hell?
Say it again.
I said a gun don't put fear in the parents, so what the hell?
See what I mean?
They're not on her head.
And she did?
Yes.
How did she get the knock?
She said some kids
he got
jumped
something
on
between
her.
his fingers, so you think it's a blunt, but that
with
piece
her.
goes all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
On Tuesday, we talked to the parent of the child King's anger's directed at.
You could have came and talked to me as an adult.
She was clearly not.
No, I'm not talking to you, ma'am, because you might just be irrational as your daughter. You need to go to the.
She is. That's why her daughter is all yelling and fussing. She ain't got no respect for nobody.
You need to go to the school district. You need to go to the bus company or whatever. They put this shit online. Even if put this shit in order. Even if the kid don't catch that bus anymore.
You should have checked that bus fucking attendant. He not doing his job letting people get bullied on the school bus.
Right.
Things were handled.
Come knock on our door. Go to the school.
But King says he has tried talking to the adults.
My child's mother, she done reached out to her plenty of times. Reached out to the school plenty of times.
Yeah, talking to the parents ain't going to work. I wouldn't even have bothered.
Well, he said he talked to the school. They ain't do shit.
I've talked to the child's mother.
Meanwhile, despite his anger, King regrets his actions and has a message for the children on the bus and their families.
I honestly do. Like, from the bottom of my heart, I do. I apologize. I'm sorry about the way that I acted.
In fact, this story could even have a happy ending.
I talked to the child's mother and uncle.
King says the two families are planning to meet face to face.
I don't want this to go no farther than words than, you know. If anything, I want to turn this negative situation into a positive situation.
And King says right now the plan is to meet with the parents of the other child sometime this week. With photographer Greg Skapker, I'm Stefan Johnson, WDRB News.
All right. Dale, okay, Dale, you said that, okay, I don't think how them kids is gonna put any fear in them. And you said he talked to the parents and he talked to the school. Now you're a parent. What would you have done? If you did all those, what else would you have done?
I probably would have said something to the kid.
But he did that already.
Not on a school bus though, like picking them up from school before they get on the bus. Which one of them? Yo, keep your fucking hands off my kid like that. You know
You'll
what I mean?
say effing?
Probably not. I probably just say keep your hands off my kid.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, because I ain't in the mood to be cursing at kids like that. You know what I mean? But shit, I probably have to get her out of the school and get her into a different school or a different bus or whatever the case may be, depending on if they go to the same school. Nobody's just bullying you on a school bus. They're probably bullying her at school and everything. She said she had a knot upside her head.
Right.
She probably hit her with a book or something.
All right. The state of Mississippi is suing NFL quarterback and Hall of Famer Brett Favre and others, alleging they spent millions of dollars that they had allocated for welfare. Here's the report. Brett Favre is an idiot too, but getting involved in this shit.
The last thing before we go tonight, the fleecing of America. New text messages shed more light on the NFL Hall of Famer Brett Favre's role in the Mississippi welfare scandal. Our colleague Ken Delanian has more tonight.
Tonight, a new twist in the growing investigation into the misuse of government welfare funds in Mississippi, showing NFL Hall of Famer Brett Favre and the state's former governor might have been more deeply involved than first known. Text messages included in newly released court documents show Favre asked then-Governor Phil Bryant for help securing state money for a college volleyball facility where Favre's daughter played the sport, and Bryant sent him to the state welfare agency. Favre soon began texting with a nonprofit executive named Nancy New, who was doling out millions in federal funds sent to Mississippi for families in poverty. New has since pleaded guilty to fraud and is cooperating with prosecutors. After New was able to secure $4 million in welfare funds for the volleyball.
Yeah, she told.
And that's her ass, and she gave up everybody.
And that's a nice facility too that they build on welfare's money.
Project, Favre texted, "Very big deal and can't thank you enough." 2 years later, Favre asked for more money. "Just left Brett Favre," Bryant texted New in 2019. "Can we help him with his project?" Text messages show New proposed paying Favre $1.1 million for radio ads.
Goodness gracious.
But the text show Favre was worried about how it might look. He wrote, "If you were to pay me, is there any way the media can find out where it came from and how much?" New replied no, but added, "I understand you being uneasy about that. It's all part of a broader welfare spending scandal that has led to an FBI investigation, though there is no indication Favre is under law enforcement scrutiny."
He should be. Shit, exactly. He should be. Because remember this came out during the pandemic, but they try to act like he didn't know what was going on and he gonna pay the money back and all this shit. Now we got text messages showing that he did know, which means, like Philip said, which means that woman is telling on everybody, like, look, if I go down, everybody going down.
Paid back the $1.1 million. Brad Pygott was hired by the state welfare agency to claw back $77 million that was misspent. But when Pygott demanded answers on the volleyball building, he was fired. The state agency says they weren't on the same page.
Hey, he went to questioning some shit. They fired his ass. Well, how was this bill?
We asked him tonight about the new text.
Mr. Favre all but badgered the governor of Mississippi to get this public money.
Now, number one, do you think he should get his job back?
Yes.
And ladies and gentlemen, Mississippi, well, what they say, Mississippi is one of the poorest states in the U.S. So this is why this is also a big deal that they used welfare funds for this shit.
to his the purpose of building a volleyball facility.
We reached out tonight to Brett Favre's attorney, who told us Favre behaved honorably and never knew the state grants came from federal welfare money.
Well, he just said in the text message that he was worried that how this is going to look. So what are you talking about, lawyer?
A lawyer for former Governor Phil Bryant declined to comment on the text and criticized their release.
The story's not over, and we'll keep asking questions. Thank you to my colleague Ken Delanian for that reporting.
Well, this week during I was about to say pardon the interruption. What's Skip and Shannon show called?
Undisputed.
Undisputed. I'm sorry. I always say Skip and Shannon. Shannon Sharp had something to say about this. Here's the clip.
I talked to people that was in the room when Brett Favre went into the Hall of Fame, and nobody mentioned about text messages that he sent to that jet masseuse. Nobody mentioned anything about the addiction that he suffered from. But yet T.O., they brought up everything. Can you imagine if T.O. would have had an incidents like Brett Favre off the field? T.O. still to this day right now would not be in the Hall of Fame. Yet they walked right past it like Brett Favre did nothing.
Well, shit. Barry Bonds, I always thought that Barry Bonds tested positive for steroids.
Nope.
Barry Bonds ain't never been tested for anything, ain't tested positive for anything, and he can't even get into the Hall of Fame. And did you see that? I don't know if you've been keeping abreast about Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is close to. I don't think he's going to get it from that home run record.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep mentioning Roger Maris as if Barry Bonds don't exist. They say, yeah, he's coming close to Roger Maris. Like like Barry Bonds, like it didn't happen or something. Like we want to forget about it. So absolutely, Shannon Sharp absolutely right. They just been implied that he did steroids, but he still can't get in.
They say, well, his head got real big. Look how big he is. He definitely was on something. Well, if he didn't test positive, leave him the hell alone. If the record book stands, then it is what it is.
Right. Well, Ortiz, he tested positive for he has a positive test for steroids, but he's in the Hall of Fame because he know how to smooth and all that stuff. And if
the media like you, they'll look past shit.
Yeah, and Barry Bonds was known as like not talking to the media and all that shit. Mm-hmm. And like he said, if T.O. would have been texting masseuses and sending penis pics to the masseuse and all that shit, oh no, he would have never been in the Hall of Fame. All that shit going on how he's a bad teammate and all that shit, he wouldn't have sniffed the Hall of Fame.
That is true. I give you that.
The problem that I have with this situation, you got to be a sorry mofo to steal from the lowest. Mississippi is the poorest state in our country. It's citizens. So if they're the poorest state, Brett Favre is taken from the underserved. You made $100+ million in the NFL. This is what we know. Skip, when black and brown people do fraud the government, they hell bent. You get an EBT card or you get WIC or you get stuff like that, boy, they move heaven and earth to try to put you in jail for $400 little measly dollars.
Fact.
Now this man done took $1 million and they sitting around like, well, you know, it happened and we'll see. And they're gonna get more money and do it all over again. The biggest criminals, the people that steal the most, look like that. But he's been a sleazeball. He's been skating for a very, very long time.
Then why you ain't say that when he was playing? When you was playing against him, did you ever call him a sleazeball?
No, well, most of his sleazy shit happened after he got out.
No, I'm joking. Here's your man, Jason Whitlock, has to make a reply on what Shannon Sharp said.
We'll end the Shannon Sharp highlight reel with him saying something completely racist and foul at the end of the segment. He does something. He should be.
King is saying racist dumb shit.
Reprimanded, disciplined, suspended for these comments. If someone black sat on TV and did this kind of racism.
Well, he's failing to miss the point that's why the show is good, because he speaks his mind. Skip speaks his mind also. They speak their mind. So why would they suspend him or reprimand him for doing something that they want him to do? Speak his mind. That's what he's there for.
That he just did at the end of this deal, they would be fired immediately. Play the clip.
You got to be pretty low that you would take from the most underserved
to fill your need or so you can seem philanthropic. Really? Because Skip, you know they say, man, you see what Brett did? $5 million for a volleyball arena because his daughter played there. He didn't have to do that. He didn't do nothing. The federal government gave that money, but they're quick to talk about, oh, black and brown people, they be stealing. And then we need to cut out some of this pork and all this. Stop it.
Yep.
The biggest criminals, the people that steal the most, look like that.
Now, is he talking about white people, or is he talking about the upper echelon, the powers that be?
Well, I think it's a combination of both. It's called is the higher up white men in power.
That's what I think so too. So I don't think he meant anything racial about it. I agree. I totally 100% agree with you. He didn't mean white people steal, because that's where Jason Whitlock is trying to say that. He was saying, well, it's just white people. They the ones that steal. No, he's talking about the upper echelon. Because look at how all of them was conspiring to steal welfare money. There was like 3 people involved, and the governor was involved in it. So that means they all do that.
Yep.
And when I'm saying they, I don't mean just white people, because black people is probably in the mix too, taking welfare money.
The biggest criminal, the biggest people that steal the most, they look like that. And they be talking about people like me that sound like an ignorant person that ain't never been to college.
Now, he has a speech impediment. Why is he making fun of his speech?
Him like that?
Right. So you making fun of somebody with a disability.
And don't know nothing. But they the biggest crooks. They look like that.
So obviously he's not ignorant, because his brother don't speak like that. So obviously something's wrong with he has a speech impediment. So why are you making fun of his disability?
That's racist. This man just said white people are the biggest crooks. They blah blah.
See, I didn't get that.
No, he didn't say that. He's putting words in Shannon's mouth. He didn't say that.
Right.
Has sat on TV and said, you know who is killing black folks the most? People that look like that.
He didn't say that either.
All hell would break loose. If he said, you know who's beating up and killing Asian people? They look like you, Shannon. He'd be fired and removed.
Well, that's not true. So why would you speak something that's so of course he should be fired? Right. If Skip says something like that, of course he should be fired, because that's not true. We already talked about like that. What was that, last year? We already talked about that last year. Where are all these group of black people that just hate Asians so much they're gonna beat them up?
If he said, you know what, Shannon, I'm tired of seeing all these videos of black people ganging up and beating up white people, he'd be fired on the spot.
He should be fired, because how many videos you seen where a bunch of black people is ganging up, beating up on white people?
But Shannon Sharp can go on TV. You know who be stealing the most? You know who they be? They be looking like that. This dude is doing an ignoramus routine, mocking every black person on the planet, and then playing the race card on white people, and it's being tolerated. No one in the media is going to touch this.
You in the media, you touching it.
And he's just totally out of context too, by the way. I think he knows what Shannon was talking about.
Well, he's trying to stir the pot too now.
Right. Trying to get some clicks and views, as our therapist talked about.
Trust me, if Skip Bayless said half the stuff, the blogosphere, Twitter, CNN, MSNBC, everybody would go in full eruption.
No, see, I didn't get any of that shit that Shannon Sharp. See, I thought he was always talking about like the powers that be.
Right.
The powers that be stealing stuff. I don't think he meant white people, just white people. Yeah, that's ridiculous. And Jason Whitlock knows that, what he was talking about. But now, should Brett Favre go to jail for this?
Yes.
or probation.
He won't get neither one.
Ladies and gentlemen, I made a mistake last week. I said the Eagles was playing the Commanders. But they're playing the Vikings this week on Monday Night Football. The Eagles are 2.5 points underdogs, and the over and under is 50 points. Damn, that's a high over and under. So what are your thoughts on this game? Oh, by the way, before you mention your thoughts, I want to say that Justin Jefferson said he coming to Lincoln Financial to put a foot in your ass for the person that you should have drafted. So he said he coming to get you. So what are your thoughts on this game?
I think our offense can put points on the board. Our defense should be a little better. So nobody's never worried about no Kirk Cousins, really.
True.
You know what I mean? They normally have a good running back, but they don't really have a running. They got Cooks.
Mm-hmm.
He's a beast, and they got a receiver. But I think if you push some pressure on Kirk Cousins, he'll fuck up like he always do. So I had the Eagles losing, but then I changed my pick. So now I have us winning. I want to say like 32 to like 24.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you got it. So you have it over 50 points. So yeah, I feel the same way. One of the guys at work had brought up a good point. We was talking about how bad the defense looked. He said, well, look, you have to keep in mind during this preseason that they didn't even really play all together. So he said you have to give it time for them to that's your coach fault. I get him sitting the starters out the last game because of that stomach virus situation.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand that. But like how you were saying, Jalen Hurts hasn't really been playing this preseason. Nothing. So
most of the starters.
Right. So the starters haven't really even played. So this was like their first real game playing all together. So yeah, they'll probably be better this week.
Mm-hmm.
But they better be better. Let's put it like that.
Hassan Reddick had 12 sacks and a shitload of pressures last year. We pick him up, so we need to blitz him. We had him playing in coverage. That's not his strong suit. His strong suit is blitzing the quarterback, so let him do what he do. Right. And even with Nakobe Dean being like the best linebacker in college last year, fucking up quarterbacks, he barely even could touch the field. Put him in the mix. Mm-hmm. If they running the ball and we can't stop, take somebody off the front line and put another linebacker in. Let Dean get up in there and go after that quarterback.
Right. Right. So yeah, I agree. I agree with him. I think the Eagles may win this one. You want to get what's Jalen Hurts completions and attempts and yards, touchdowns and interceptions?
Oh, that's hard. I would say he'll throw for 260, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He'll probably run the ball for about 75 yards with a touchdown.
Okay. All right. On the TV movie fronts, the only one I saw Married at First Sight, didn't see Power yet. Did you watch Power?
No.
Okay, I didn't either. Fair Die Neighbor. I swear, just like our therapist sister, people that's in therapy class, they need to watch this to see how people thought process is, because like how you was mentioning the old man flipped out because he really loved his job, or he loved his job and loved being around the people that he worked with. And once they took it away from him, he went off the damn deep end. And another thing, before I go to that, first of all, what husband is going? I'd be totally offended if a man had walked up to me and said, "Let me take pictures of your wife so I can pretend that that's my new girlfriend." And then she's taking pictures of him sitting on his lap. You have got to be kidding.
She even tried to get up and he poured her back in, and she laughing and joking about it too. And I told Shay, because she watched it with me, I said, if somebody came up to me and be like, "Let me borrow your wife for a couple pictures to say I got a girlfriend," I'd have punched him right in his face as soon as he said that.
Right. You can easily go to a strip club and have one of them women like, "Hey, look, yeah, this is my new girl."
Right.
You could easily done that. So why would you take pictures of why would you? And then here's the thing of it, ladies and gentlemen, the husband is the one that took the pictures of him sitting, his wife sitting on that man's lap.
People weird like that. And he got his arm all around and they all just coking and joking and smiling.
Right. And the thing is another thing is the husband should have squashed all this shit from the jump. All right, okay, the lawnmower broke. Okay, even though you saw the lady use the lawnmower afterwards, if the dude said it was broke, I say, well, look, how about we take you down to Home Depot and I just get you a lawnmower?
No,
You
but
don't.
see, that's what I was saying. I think, and I do think that the guy broke his lawnmower because the guy lawnmower was broke. So you got a history of breaking lawnmowers. That's what you do. And and then the guy said, "Fix my lawnmower." He said, "No. How about I just buy you another one and you give me that one?" He said, "No. He don't want another one. He wants you to fix his shit." So obviously he got like an old lawnmower that's really good that he like. He wants you to
Right.
fix his shit. So just fix his shit.
Well, yeah, we can go to I'll take you to a lawnmower repair place and we just get it fixed. Cause you allow all that shit to linger on.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But he didn't want to. He didn't want to fix the guy's lawnmower. He said he'll buy another $200-300 lawnmower. Well, shit. Obviously, the dudes cost more than that. He don't want that piece of shit you trying to get him. Fix his
Right.
shit.
Right.
You borrowed it. It's broke.
Right. And another thing, ladies and gentlemen, well, this is coming from the gentleman. Our old players don't play that fighting and shit. When the last time you seen an old player in the street fighting? You see my man had hit him with a
Well, that's
a,
another thing.
a canoe paddle.
Right. So the old man is shorter than you and got you by 20 years. Why are you beating him upside the head with a damn paddle?
Right.
You could have just punched him in his head if you was gonna hit him.
And you see he put up no fight. He just went right in the house afterwards.
Well,
Because
he went
old
on
play,
yeah.
he go ahead. What you about to say?
No, I was gonna say he went back to his porch and just sat there with a mean look.
Yeah, because our old players, they ain't into that shit. And another thing that especially our gentlemen gotta know is stop thinking somebody ain't gonna do anything. Oh, blankety blank. Oh, he ain't gonna do nothing. Yeah, until there's a whole lot of people that's in jail. I mean, dead. I'm sorry, because they thought that somebody wasn't going to do anything until they did.
Well,
So
this
my
guy,
man, go ahead.
I was gonna say this guy's making threats. He's drinking a whole bunch of beer to the point he's like belligerent and drunk, and he played with his gun. Leave that man alone.
Exactly. He's sitting in the backyard with a gun in his hand while the husband, his what was it, his cousin?
Yeah, he had like family over for the
Yeah,
barbecue.
they're barbecuing, and my man here sitting there in the yard talking shit with a gun in his hand. Now the family members, they don't know anything about this situation, and one of the girls was little, so she was scared. And what did the guy say? Oh, don't worry, he's not going to do anything. He's just drunk. If somebody got a gun in their hand, they're going to use it. That's what I always think.
Well, he was mad. Remember, he got mad to that point. That wasn't the lawnmower that got him pissed off. This is because he told everybody in the neighborhood he was a pedophile.
Right.
When he wasn't.
Right.
Even though I didn't understand when they said all the kids like playing in his yard. I thought that was kind of weird. But I guess maybe he just got a big yard and is right next door, so he just let the kids play in his yard.
Right. Yeah, so he had called that he was drunk, that pissed him off, and he's sitting there with a gun in his hand talking shit, and they just totally ignoring him, eating hamburgers and all that stuff. So the guy said, well, look, I'm gonna make him a plea. The family member said, no, leave him alone. Leave him alone. He went over there with a plate of food.
No, you skipping the part. Remember, he told the guy, he said, I'm gonna make you a burger and plate. That's all you need. He said, no, leave me the hell alone. You know what I mean?
Right. So he made the plate anyway. His family member told him, no, don't make him the plate. He walked over there with a plate, and the guy shot him, killed him. Now, what the hell you don't understand? When somebody's, never underestimate anybody. Oh, blankety blank, he ain't going to do anything until he does something. Then what's going to happen? What's going to happen?
He should have left that man alone.
Exactly.
If he's sitting there drinking with his gun out, go in the house and call the cops. This man next door talking shit, he drinking with a gun. I got family over here. I don't need no trouble.
Exactly.
But don't go over there egging him on and shit.
Right. So yeah, that was unnecessary for the husband to do something like that. Well, first of all, he should have ended this stuff from the jump anyway and just got his lawnmower fixed. If you got money to buy him a lawnmower, you got enough money to get him to fix his lawnmower. Well, if he wanted to fix, he wanted to fix.
He got the BMW lawnmowers, and it's gonna cost more than $200 to fix it. So he said, "The hell with that! I could just buy one for $200, a cheap one." And the man said, "No, fix my shit," and he should just fix the shit.
Right. On a movie front, I watched a movie that I wanted to see. That I couldn't wait to see when it came out this summer was Elvis. Elvis was a real good movie. It broke up a lot of misconceptions about Elvis from what they always used to teach us, that he stole stuff from black singers. And yeah, because it was a singer back in the day called Little Ray. Little Ray had that same style, and Elvis copied off of him. No, none of that shit didn't happen. And
Well,
go ahead.
it's a movie, so it's probably a
No,
lot
no,
of stuff.
no. Because BB King and Elvis was friends, and yes, I Google search BB King and Elvis, and there are pictures of them together. They were real friends, and BB King wrote that. BB King wrote in his book that Elvis didn't steal from anybody. When he first saw him, he was doing that style. So what happened was Elvis, had his mom and father. Elvis' father had went to jail, and his mom had to move in the black neighborhood. So he was like the white kid in the hood. And so that's how he got his influence on music. And he really loved gospel music. Gospel music was like his favorite genre of music. So that's where he got the style from, by being in the neighborhood and seeing all those dudes like that. So no, that's not. BB King wrote that in his book. That's not true. I read the excerpts about what BB King said. That wasn't. He didn't steal from anybody. When he saw him back in the day, when he first saw him, he had that same style, that style of music. So they talked about their relationship with Elvis and BB King. Well, the main story was about Colonel is it Tom Parker? He's
Was he
like
the manager or the circus guy that scooped him up?
Yeah, he was the manager. Well, like you just said, he was in the carnival, and those carny guys was like con artists. And well, what so happened was he was managing somebody else, and somebody said, "Well, look," he was like, "Well, who that on the radio?" They automatically thought he was black, and they said, "No, that's a white dude." And he saw him, and he just saw dollar signs in his head.
Right.
So that's why he dumped the people that he was managing.
I had it on when I was trying to put my daughter to sleep, and then once she went to sleep, I just turned it off and I went in my room. So I seen a little bit of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, so you saw the part when he lived in a black neighborhood and all that stuff. Yeah. So no, they because they always said, yeah, because Little Stevie had that same style. He was swiggling his hips and played his guitar, and Elvis was hanging around with him, and he took that style. No, it never happened anything like that.
Well, anytime somebody that's not from somewhere and they go there and do that type of style, they're gonna say they stole it. That's just like Eminem knowing how to rap, and then people saying, well, he benefited off of the black community and he stole the style. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they always gonna say that.
Right. So yeah, the only negative, you ain't gonna like this negative I gotta say about Elvis, the Elvis movie, is this fucking rap music. Now, he would go.
I know, I heard it, and I thought about you when I listened to it.
Yes, and at the end of the movie, when the credits was rolling, guess who we heard? Philip just mentioned them, Eminem. Why the fuck you got Eminem in an Elvis movie? Here it is. Elvis Presley is from Memphis, Tennessee. You got Stax Records down there. Stax Records and Elvis Presley was out at the same time. Why the fuck you just couldn't play Stax music? Why the hell did you gotta play all this rapping shit? I said, God damn, that's not going to attract anybody from seeing this because you're playing an Eminem song. That's ridiculous. So that's my only gripe about the movie. Other than that, I was really looking forward to it, and it delivered. So good performance by Tom Hanks too. And the dude that's playing Elvis was good also. I don't know his name. Put American Gigolo on your queue.
It sounds familiar.
American Gigolo was the movie back in the day, and they made a TV rendition of it. It's 2 episodes now on Showtime. American Gigolo. Yeah. And before we get out of here, I want to give a shout out to Hezekiah Grice. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right, but his podcast is the Rap Mind. On his episode 77, he gave a shout out to the Judgementals. Have fun with this, Philip. Here you go.
Check out Phil and Lamar, the Judgment Podcast, the Judgementals. It is a very, very good podcast. They just sitting there giving their opinions on the world, kind of like I'm doing, but they're definitely worth listening to. They got some very, 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 very good topics. So go check them out. Phil and Leroy, the Judgementals. They are out there. Their podcast is amazing. They drop new episodes every week, just like I do. Go check them out. Seriously, go check them out. They review albums. They do everything. So the Judgementals podcast, Phil and Leroy. They do it every week. It's on Spotify. Add it to your list. Give them a shout out. Hey, we're going to.
Well, yeah, that was the Unwrap Mind podcast. You can listen on Buzzsprout, Spotify, Google, and Amazon Music. Thanks for that. And I'm a tell Lamar that you gave him a shout out also. So you can reach the Judgementals on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok at PNL Judgementals, Instagram at _Judgementals, or you can email us at pnljudgementals@gmail.com. We got to get with Sergeant King also.
Yeah.
I don't know when. And I never seen Chase outside to ask him to interview him too again. He was down too, but I never seen him outside since I talked about it. So if I see him, I say, can we come through one day at his shop? I told you where his shop is, right? It's like right past Nifty 50s.
Okay.
Right. Do you know the Home Depot over there?
Past Nifty 50s. Is it on the same side as Nifty 50s?
Yeah, Home Depot is on the same side of Nifty 50s. It's where you know where the Wendy's is down there?
Wendy's. That's probably is that past Chick-fil-A?
I don't even know where Chick-fil-A is.
Way past down there. Because the only Wendy's I know is this one right here. I don't know. There's another one all the way down.
Yeah, it's one further down. It's one further down when you cross that intersection. What's that? 420? Is that the 420 was the highway?
There's a McDonald's right there.
No, where Nifty 50s is that intersection. Isn't that 420 when you get on 95?
I don't think so.
Okay, I thought it was 420.
No, you got to go further. I think you have to go further down. Further down is what I'm talking about is where the McDonald's is at on the same side.
Okay.
And you'll make that left, and then you'll get on 95 that way.
Okay. Oh, you talking about are you talking about Chester Pike where the McDonald's is?
Yeah.
Okay, no, this is we still on McDade.
McDade?
Yeah. We still on McDade.
I don't know what Wendy's at on McDade.
Yeah, so it's
except the one close to me.
Yeah, there's a Wendy's there. There's Wendy's where the Home Depot is. His gym is before you get the Home Depot. If you get the Home Depot,
is it in a plaza or no?
No, it's like in a little one, not a real big one, like a real little one where it's stores on around, but it's like okay. You know where the Pizza Hut there on the new Pizza Hut they built?
Across the street from the steak place.
Yeah, you been there yet?
No.
Okay, well, if you see that Pizza Hut, it's on that little strip mall, kind of like that.
Oh,
it's a real little one. So yeah, when I see him outside, I'll ask him, can we come through? But like I said, I haven't seen him. So where are y'all?
Most of y'all is associates, so I be on my dolo. Hold up, whoa, hold the phone. You think all I do is rap? I can do it on my own. That's why I produce the track. No wonder where my crew is at. They'll be back. Niggas see me walking on the block and look like, who is that? Who is that? People always wanna know where my friends is at, like we attached. I don't need no crew to produce the same effect. How lame is that? Niggas say that we drawlin', but really we ballin'. They mad cause they fallin'. We rotten, they successful, but stressful.